Today I am publishing the National Shipbuilding Strategy. This strategy, Madam Deputy Speaker, will transform the procurement of naval ships, because we acknowledge that previous procurement of surface ships had been problematic.
Would the Secretary of State reassure me that we have learnt from the past mistakes around military procurement and also the impact that then had on the fleet size, particularly the Type 45 programme, when a £6 billion budget for 12 became a £6 billion budget for 6?
Secretary of State.
Well, my honourable friend is right. As I've said several times now, that we've had too often in the past these procurement programmes that have overrun both in time and in budget. And we have to get a proper grip of this now with a much more commercial approach to the delivery of these particular projects.
Welcome very much the Secretary of State's announcements today, which tells us the monopoly control certain yards have had over the whole of his order book is now broken.
Well, I'm grateful to the right honourable gentleman, and it is true that the monopoly that the Clyde has enjoyed for so long in shipbuilding is ending, but it is the renaissance in England of yards like Camel Laird that I think now does provide us with this opportunity for Birkenhead, but also for A&P on the Tyne, for Appledore in Devon, for Harland and Wolff in Belfast. There is a huge opportunity now for these yards to step forward and see whether they really can build these frigates on time and to budget. So I'm pleased to announce in the House today that this government now plans to procure the new Type 31 frigates. We will order a first batch of 5 such vessels, the first of those to be in service by 2023. Type 31E, as its name implies, will be designed from the start as an exportable vessel, meeting global needs for a flexible and adaptable light frigate. We will test the concept of distributed block build during the procurement competition.
Thank you, Mr. Deputy Speaker. I think I'm one of the few members of this House who's actually built a ship, so I speak with some degree of understanding of the process. When I was with BAE Systems, one of the things we looked at was multiple site block builds.
The Secretary of State referred to modular construction as having achieved value for money in the Queen Elizabeth class carriers. The Nig Yard in my constituency, somewhere I used to work, has great expertise in this field.
We have learnt a lot from the block build construction of the aircraft carriers. In turn, we expect industry to raise productivity and innovation and improve its competitiveness in the domestic and overseas markets, which in turn should better insulate shipyards from the peaks and troughs of Royal Navy business and bring more sustained growth and prosperity in the regions where those businesses are based. This has been the problem with naval procurement, under successive governments with respect over so many years, that we've had cost overruns. We're doing this in a completely different way in the procurement of these frigates. We're setting a price per ship, and we're challenging the yards to come up with the right bids to match that particular price. I think it's a reasonable price, and it's up now to industry to meet it.
And as the son of a former shipyard worker in John Brown's, the greatest shipyard ever to grace these islands, I'll take no history lesson in the utter disinvestment in the Clyde since 1945 by every successive British government.
Secretary of State.
Well, 20 years of guaranteed work for the Clyde. 20 years of guaranteed work for the Clyde is a peculiar definition of disinvestment. On the contrary, this government is investing in the Clyde. £3.7 billion in July, 5 more frigates to follow. This is a massive investment in the skills that are present on the Clyde. This government is investing in the Clyde. Let's be clear.
Order. The honourable gentleman has had his say when he was on his feet. He mustn't continue to try to have his say when he's sitting down.
Deputy Speaker, in thanking the right honourable gentleman for the honourable mention of Harland and Wolff,
in Belfast, retaining as it does the UK's largest and second largest dry dock. I don't wish to draw them on pole positions, but in welcoming today's advancement and the greater focus on regionalisation and competitiveness, can I ask the Secretary of State, does he envisage a single tendering process?